In my last video, I put together a school laptop for under 150 bucks using a Dell Latitude E6400 as a base. Now, I was playing it safe in that video because you can easily get a Dell E6400 in good condition for about 25 bucks plus $10 shipping, around $10 shipping depending on where you live. Now, some of my viewers were a bit disgruntled with the base laptop that I chose because usually I push the boundaries on what I can buy. I'll buy a really nice laptop for a very good price. And that's usually what I do in all my eBay finds videos. But with that $150 school laptop video, I wanted to put together a laptop that everyone could easily put together for the same price. That's why I got an okay deal on that Dell Latitude E6400. Nothing, out of the ordinary, nothing mind-blowing. And that's because I wanted to get something that everyone else would be able to easily get as well. So if you go on eBay, you should be able to easily pick up a E6400 for about 25 bucks plus $10 shipping once again. Now, I did push the boundaries a little bit. I bought this Dell Latitude E6410 with an i5, first gen i5, 560M at 2.67 gigahertz, 4 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. It looked like it was in good condition in the pictures. We will find that out. As you can see, I'm a little bit worried because the packing job on this, it's a bit sketchy. They just used a old Amazon Prime box. There's not that much tape being used here. The only piece of tape holding this all together is just one strand going across right here. So not feeling too confident about this packing job. And if I shake it around, you can hear that the laptop's actually really loose in there. So I don't know. This laptop might not have arrived in one piece, but I did pay $50 for this laptop, and that is including shipping as well. This is a very good deal. If you go online and try to find this laptop for a similar price, you're going to have a hard time doing so. Now, this laptop was originally selling for $54.14, but I put in a best offer for 50 bucks and got it. Yeah, so it looks like the previous owner actually took this apart and did not put this screw back. And there's actually one rattling. I should just be able to take this off, actually. Yeah, there we go. So where is... Wow. All right, so the seller just put the screws back inside the... That's really weird. So the seller is giving me a few things to be concerned about right now. For one, the back panel wasn't put back on properly. Second of all, there were 3 screws just floating around inside the laptop. It took me a while to shake all those out, but I finally got all them out. 3, the wireless card is kind of just flopping around freely. I think that might be where one of these screws came from. 4, there should be 4 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM inside the system, and so far I only see one 2 gigabyte stick. Now, I'm not sure how these E6410s are laid out. There might be a stick on the other side of the laptop under the keyboard, but if there's not, I'm going to be pretty upset. So besides that, the laptop looks like it is in pretty good condition. On the top here, you can see that the lid cover looks okay, a couple scratches here and there, some residue, and needs to be cleaned off, but in all, that looks all right, especially considering that we paid 50 bucks for this thing. The front, same story, a couple scratches, but everything looks good. On the left side, you can see some of our I/O. We have a USB 2.0 port right here, VGA out, eSATA, and of course the slot for our hard drive. I have the hard drive slot cover right here. If the camera would focus, you can do a camera. Yay! So there's our hard drive slot cover. And we have 2 more USB 2.0 ports right here, audio in, audio out, a Wi-Fi switch, DVD drive, and of course FireWire. So that's a no-go on the 4 gigs of RAM. There is only 2 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM installed in this system, so I will be contacting the seller about that. The system was advertised to ship with 4 gigabytes of RAM. Now, that's one of the reasons why I bought it, because I wouldn't have to upgrade the RAM. 4 gigabytes is plenty for a school machine, but 2 gigabytes with something like Windows 10 would not be, and that's unfortunate. So that's one issue with this laptop. It's also missing a couple screws on the bottom, and the screen assembly, or the hinges, have a lot of give in them. I managed to tighten up the hinges a little bit. Some of the screws on the back were loose, so I just tightened those up, and the give is a little bit more characteristic of what it should be with a Dell Latitude laptop like this, but the seller really messed up. I mean, I feel like they had no idea what they were selling. I think they just went online and looked up the specs for a Dell Latitude E6410, because all the specs are pretty much wrong. I also got a wrong processor as well. I was supposed to get the M560 at 2.67 gigahertz. As you can see, this system shipped with an M540 at 2.53 gigahertz. So I mean, did they even go into the BIOS and check the specifications? I don't really know. I'm kind of glad they didn't put anything else in the description. That was all they had, was the RAM amount and the processor type, because, you know, they could have messed up the screen resolution and the graphics type and everything else, and I would have been even more confused. So, yeah, definitely need to resolve this. That's a problem. The good news is that I've been running Ubuntu Mate 16.04 on this machine for the past 30 minutes, and I haven't run into any issues with it. The keyboard works, trackpad works, the trackpad buttons right here work. These buttons up here do not work, however, and I'm hoping that's just a driver issue. Wi-Fi works, had no issues with connecting to my Wi-Fi, didn't have to do anything. And I know this USB install of Ubuntu is going to be a slight bottleneck on this system, but I'm just using it to make sure the system is actually working properly. When I make the $150, might even be $100 school laptop video, I will install Windows 10 and Ubuntu 16.04 alongside that on a solid state drive. And as you can see, the system is getting along just fine even with that USB install of Ubuntu. I think this is going to make a great candidate for the school laptop build. Once again, I'm going to run a benchmarks, install Windows 10, and do a lot more during the school laptop build video. And that will probably be 1 or 2 videos from now. I got to get the money to get the parts in. So as of now, I don't think I can recommend this seller, to be honest. If you're going to try to get a good deal on a laptop like this, go with one of the larger sellers, in particular the 2 that I mentioned earlier. But this incident right now is really just wasting my time, and that kind of frustrates me. So we might be using this laptop for the school laptop build. I might be using a different Latitude E6410, depending on what the seller says when he gets back to me. So I'll let you guys know in that actual video, and I'll probably update you guys on Facebook as well. But that is going to be about it for this video. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can go ahead and put a comment down in the comment section. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. If you didn't like this video, please tell me why. And of course, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to support me, you can use my Amazon or eBay affiliate links, both of which can be found down in the description. By the way, I also opened up affiliate links for Canada, Germany, and the UK. So if you're from one of those countries and you want to support me, just go ahead and check out the affiliate links. They will be down in the description. And I think that's going to be about it. Don't forget to drop a like on the Facebook page. And I will see you guys in the next installment of AA Computers and Technology.